obviously Youngkin won, but I think specifically why he won was this education issue, specifically leaning into critical race theory is bullshit. I mean, that stuff is so toxic, and the danger would have been that Youngkin, as a sort of conventional business-minded center-right conservative, would have stayed away from it. And I think when he was staying away from it, he was polling down. He was 6 or 7 points down, I think, recently, as 8 weeks ago. And then he leans into these cultural issues, which I think are super important, because I think everything is the culture war. It's like we're fighting not just a culture war, but I think a spiritual war for like the future of this country, and maybe even the West more broadly. But he leaned into that, and I think he was rewarded for it. It's just, he activated that, you want that million mom army that knows that their kids are not in good hands with the woke progressive so-called experts. I think for the longest time they were boiling the frog, and I think the schools were messed up. I think the teachers' unions were messed up and borderline criminal already in 2015, 2016, 2017, but like you couldn't attack them. It was still somehow, because if to attack the teachers' unions, my gosh, you're just those are the people that are, entrusted with teaching our children.
Yeah, come on.
And are you anti-child? But now it's like people have seen their true colors. They wanted schools closed, then they gaslight us and they say, oh, we were trying to open schools up from the beginning. It's like, no, you weren't. They demanded that the teachers be vaccinated before showing up to work, even though like everybody else showed up. Nurses showed up to work before the vaccine was available. But no, you have to close the schools because you couldn't possibly put teachers in an unsafe place. And then it's like, fine, well, then the vaccine was developed and you vaccinated them and they still didn't want to go back to school.
Yeah.
Right. And now that this is like, they know they overplayed their hand, so they're trying to rewrite history. But like, we remember. People remember, like the teachers' unions, they wanted kids at home. They wanted kids at home on the Zoom screen, right? Addicted to the screen, listening to like left-wing toxic CRT, 1619, hate your country curriculum.
Yeah.
And like we saw this. It's like the one silver lining of the pandemic was like we saw all of this.
I know, yeah.
And we're not going to forget it.